Hi, how's it going? And welcome back to another coding video. Today I wanted to code a chatbot. I have always been a fan of the Dragonlance book series, so I wanted to create my own Raistlin Magere chatbot. So this one should be pretty easy, though kind of long. We'll start with the front end here. Let's make a directory. I'll just go ahead and make one for the backend too. Alright. Then our front end, we're going to add our index HTML. We're going to add our style sheet and our JavaScript. I'm going to generate our boilerplate. And let's make our window a little larger. Alright. Title. Reference our style sheet. Alright, import our script. In my login video, I had forgot to do this. It's such a rookie mistake. Alright, now let's create our element here. We'll start with a form. Give the ID of just chat. Create a div element. This will be our chat box. This one looks called container, and this one, this div will contain our input. Type will be text. Placeholder. Type here, okay. And the ID, we'll just call it message. And we'll make a button. Type will be submit. And we'll go submit. Save that, run it with our live server, and we're getting our stuff here. Don't look too pretty yet. Let's style it up. Ugly color. There we go. Let's see. Display set to flex. Justify content center. Chat box. Set our width to 500 pixels. Our height to 300 pixels. Border, I'll give it a 1 pixel solid gray. So give it a shadow. Alright. Let's go and save it. And I was expecting it to update. Oh, I see what I'm doing wrong. Okay, my bad. I'm not getting the border though. Oh, my bad. Well, okay. That took a second. continue onward. Alright, where are we looking? And we'll set our width for our input field. Let's see, 400 pixels. Height, 20 pixels. Grab our button and give it a width 100 pixels. Let's see how it looks. Too big. I like it 100 pixels though, so let's shrink this up. 380. Nope, 390. Okay. Let's grab our container and put a little gap between there. Alright. Let's go back to our button. Height. Alright, it's looking okay. Let's I'm gonna add a shadow to the button and to the message container. There we go, looks alright. And we'll add a hover button. Light pink, and remove the bug shadow when hovering. Okay. Cool. Doesn't do anything. Let's make it do stuff. We'll grab the form to create our event handler. We'll create our event handler. Alright, we will prevent default. And we will submit, and then we will make our submit function. Alright, we will grab the elements we need. We need the message. And we will need our chatbot. Alright. Make a condition if the message value length 0, then we will just return otherwise message. We can we'll create an element, and this will be a text element p. Alright, message, our text content or message will equal the message value, and then we will append child the message, and once that sends we want the message value to return to a string. So let's see if that posts. Hey, this is a test. Okay, yeah, it looks like it's posting. Okay, so the client side works. Now we have to put in a back end. So let's navigate to our back end. Alright, and for this, I'm going to be using Ollama with Cogito 3B. It's a relatively small, kind of localized LLM. It probably would work a lot better if you used a model like ChatGPT or Google's AI, where you can use an API key. But I'm just connecting it locally and running it off my own machine. So if you want to get Cogito, you can follow the same thing with the Ollama. So let's start setting up the server. We'll initialize first. We'll acquire our express and cores. And we will get our node mon. Alright, we'll alter our package to make it type module. And this helps with the imports. NodeMon, and this will run our server.js, and it will auto refresh for us. Dead. Alright, close that. We don't need these right now. Alright, let's create our server. We will import express from the express cores, from cores. Set up our app. Our port. We'll port 8000. Pass our JSON handling and our cross-origin resource sharing, and we'll listen to our port. Save it, and let's go ahead and run dev. When we call the run dev, it will run our server.js, and it will auto refresh for us every time we save, and it refreshes. Alright, so let's create our endpoint, and this is where we want the response to happen with our chatbot. So it'll be a post endpoint, and we'll call it chat. It takes a request and a response, and from here we want to destructure an input that a user sends from the record body. Alright, and before I continue on, I probably need to make the import here. So let's open up a new terminal. Make sure we navigate backend, and we will install our dependencies at Langchain core and at Langchain Ollama. Alright, this will be our AI chat JavaScript file here, and here we will import chat Ollama from at Langchain Ollama. Our LLM will be a new chat Ollama, it's a class. The model we want is our Cogito 3B. And the temperature, I believe that's how similar the responses are. Like, I'm gonna leave it at 0.3. We'll need to export an async function because using the chat Ollama is an async. So, we'll send chat. Could decide what I want to name the the function. Because we'll call it the data. We'll await lm.invoke. And then we need a message, so we'll pass one in here as a parameter. There we go. And then all we'll do is return the data.content. And that's pretty much it for that guy. So let's add it into here. Let's import it. Alright. So now we will try. Okay, that's data, or message equals await, send chat, and then what we're going to do is send the input, and then once we get it, we will, successful, we'll send it 200, and we'll send the JSON message. Alright, and if it fails, catch. Was.status 500. Say there's a server error. Alright, and as this is async, we will need to add that in here. This await is going to throw an error. Alright, I'll save that. We'll make sure we're not crashing. Okay, we're not crashing. Let's create our REST and see if our post is working. Post 8,000 chat content type on the application JSON, and then the input we send. Let's do something simple. Do dogs have dreams? Okay. Before I send that, I want to alter this just a little bit. Let's change this prop. Keep the answer as short as possible, and then we'll feed it the question. There we go. Pass the message. Save that. Alright, we will send our input. It's waiting. Let's see if we get a response. Yes, dogs do dream. Okay, so we are getting our response correctly. So let's add that to our front end. Let's go back into our JavaScript here. Add a try, add a catch block. Alright, const rest equals, oh wait, we have to make this an async function. Going to await. Await our fetch. Localhost 8,000. Chat. The method we're calling will be post headers. Content type. Applications JSON. The body will stringify, and it's expecting an input, and the input will be the message value from this message right here. Alright. If the response is okay, data will equal res.json. Okay. Const. Let's see. We'll create a AI message equals create a new element, and we'll create p. Okay. AI message. The text content from that will equal data.message. Alright. Then chatbots append child our AI message. And then after that happens, then we'll clear our string. There's an error. We will return window.alert. There was a server issue. Alright, let's see if that works. Do dogs have dreams? Oh, okay, good reply. Yes, dogs do have dreams. Alright. So, let's create some backgrounds here so we can distinguish between the two. Okay. Message right here. Message.class list, and we'll add this to a user. And the AI message. Message dot class list, and we'll add this as AI. Okay. Let's go to our styles. Let's do right under our chat box. Chat box. P user. Okay. Background color. We'll do light green. Let's see. And then we'll do chatbox p.ai. Gray, I guess. We'll do text align left. And then for the AI, text align right. Let's see. I'm asking the same question. Do dogs have dreams? Okay. So now let's make it a little more Raistlin-like. And that's just as easy as going in and editing the prompt. Alright. Let's just do this. Reply as if you are Raistlin Major from Dragonlance. There you go. Keep the answer as short as possible, and we'll just speed it a question. Now, clearly this could be a lot better if you want to use a database or just use like FS to write file sync, create your own JSON file and maybe feed it as like a AI memory. Let's see, how did, you defeat Fiston Dentless? I used my own magic to trap him in a mirror of his own making and shattered it with my staff. The final blow came when I cast Fireball at his feet. He deserved nothing but fire for his treachery. That sounds like Raistlin to me. Did you ever make it out of the abyss? Grimaces and touches staff. No, I died in the abyss. My soul was trapped there forever. The darkness, it consumed me completely. No return from that place. Okay, like this is totally Raistlin. I love it. And I guess that completes it. I wrapped that up kind of quick. Thank you very much for watching the video. If you made it this far, I appreciate the view. You have a good one. My phone locked. That's how I'm recording my audio. Have a good day. Bye.
You are one creep, motherfucker.